Hey guys, it's early May, mid-spring, and I'd like to do a quick homestead update for you guys. Spring is a really exciting time of year, and it's fun to see everything growing and coming back, coming to life, preparing for the season. It's exciting. We have 10 fruit trees in here, and they all made it. They all came back. They survived the winter. We've got one of our peach trees right there in blossom. These blossoms look good. There's comfrey at the base of every single one of our trees. And they all came back as well. Dandelions are starting to look good. It's just about time to start making some salads out of those. And this right here is pretty cool. This is lettuce. It's everywhere in here that has come up all on its own. I let it bolt at the end of the season and it comes back, which is pretty cool. Got our asparagus popping up. Here's one of our apple trees. And below the apple tree we have all kinds of strawberries really starting to take over. There's some more comfrey right here. And we've also got a bunch of dill starting to pop up. So under this one apple tree, we have comfrey, strawberries, and dill. And right here behind me, I have an elderberry bush. This thing has just gone crazy over the last couple years. And this year, I'm going to move it. It's just in the wrong spot. I've seen how vigorous they grow and how much they spread. It's blocking a lot of the morning sun into the garden. So I'm gonna cut it down, chop it, and go plant them elsewhere. Now all I have to do is take a shoot like this, cut it, and stick it in the dirt. I'm gonna take a whole bunch of cuttings off of this one tree, and I'm gonna put them elsewhere. So I'm gonna take this one bush and turn it into 30 or 40 of them, with any luck. We'll see. That's a project for a little bit later, and I'll be sure to keep you guys posted, show you how I do it. We planted this 2 years ago, and it was just a small little pot. From that trunk, it's spread out over there, and a couple feet over this way. That's an elderberry shoot. There's another elderberry shoot. They're popping up all over the place. Very prolific. Right here we have our plum tree. And this is the first year that she's really started to throw some buds and blooms. So with any luck, we'll be having some plums this year. Looking forward to that. That's pretty exciting. Our cherry tree is starting to throw some blossoms. Not much though. But the tree looks good and healthy, so that's good. And hopefully we'll be... My dog's pooping over there. But like I was saying, the tree is good and healthy, and hopefully we'll be getting a lot of cherries from it in the future. Our blueberry bushes, they're looking good. Next to the blueberries, we have some raspberries. They're coming back nicely. They'll start spreading quite a bit this year. Then we have wolfberries over here, better known as goji berries. Got some rhubarb. Here's one of our grapevines over here, throwing some buds. She made it. This grapevine right here did not give us any grapes last year, but with any luck, maybe we'll get some this year. We have a bunch of chives coming up. Look at these. These things look great already. Those are already ready to harvest. They'll just keep growing. Cut them down, they'll keep growing. Oh, they smell so good. Right next to the chives, we have some comfrey. And another apple tree. Got a bunch of yarrow over here. And that's a nitrogen builder. It's good fertilizer. And it'll spread and bloom and look all pretty. Here's another one of our grapevines right here. This is our Concord grapevine, and this did really well last year. I've got some work to do right over here. I'm going to build another trellis that's going to attach to that arbor and extend the grapes over that way. Here are some beans that I left up from last year. I let them grow on the fence. Same with cucumbers and other viney things that want to grow. But what I have here now are a whole bunch of seeds. I'll be planting those real soon. Heirloom vegetables, the gift that keeps on giving. Over on the other side of the fence. Hey Braids, how you doing? Handsome dog. You're a good boy. Yes, I know. Whiny dog. Over here we have our blackberries. Now these are blackberries that my grandmother gave me. And I put them in some locations a few years ago and then dug them up because I didn't want them there, and have replanted them over here. And now they're really starting to take off and do pretty well. And these as well are spreading. So there should be a pretty nice little blackberry patch right here in another year or two. All this stuff takes time. Last year, my daughter and I, we built 9 more raised beds. Kind of expanded on the food forest. And that presents a unique little problem. I'm going to have to expand this fence around the food forest. So my next big project is to get a tractor over here with a post hole digger, a whole bunch of posts, and do a huge perimeter fence around this whole garden. One big fence. Yep, that's going to be a chore, and I've got to do that soon. I've actually put off planting in those beds right there because they're not fenced in and the chickens get at it and ruin everything. I made a big mistake last year and put garlic in those beds, and the chickens there won't be any garlic this year. Over here we have our little stone wall section with our strawberries. And the strawberries are really starting to spread. They're looking pretty good. Got a lot of work to do in here, but again, we don't get much because of the chickens, so I've actually got to put a little bit of a fence around here and an entranceway through there. And then we'll really start working on this spot. Chock it full of strawberries, and I might actually plant a couple of fruit trees in there as well. It's a good spot. We had chocolate spearmint in that pot, and I don't think it's going to come back. However, all that mint is coming up vigorously. We planted 2 spearmint plants in there last year, and now it looks like it's going to be nice and full. Looking forward to that because this stuff is excellent when it's dehydrated. Put in tea. Right? Yeah. And then over here, this is where the chickens live. And all of our chickens made it through the winter. We winter the chickens and ducks together. They've been separated now, but everybody made it. And last winter, we didn't give the chickens any heat at all. No supplemental heat, no heat lamps. They're rugged, hardy creatures, and we didn't put a light in there. Everything was fine, no issues at all. Everybody made it. Nobody lost a comb or a foot or anything of the sort. Hardy creatures, and they're delicious. And then down here in the field area we've been working on for a couple years, there's a new Hugelkultur bed that we've been working on. And this one's big. This one's big. I did this whole Hugelkultur mound with my buddy's tractor in about 2 hours. It's amazing what a tractor can do. I ran over my GoPro with the tractor in the process. That was fun. GoPro made it. Still alive. Hero 7 Black. Pretty impressed with that. I did get some of this on film, so I'll probably, once I start finishing it up by hand, I'll show you guys the whole process, start to finish, of building this bed right here. And maybe we'll be able to get something simple into it this summer to get it going, get roots in there and stuff. Start working on that microbiology. And just a couple years ago, everything that you're looking at now was woods. And we've cleared it all out with animals and time. And by hand, with the exception of last week where I got where my neighbor let me borrow his tractor. And I really started cleaning this area up right here and making that bed. I've got 2 mini greenhouses over here, and those go on the beds that I've made, so I'll be getting those in action real soon. Well guys, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to give you a quick update on the food forest and what's going on here at the homestead. We're going to be getting pigs too this season. We took last year off, took a little break because we had a ton of meat, and we just needed a little break. You know, we've been raising pigs for 7 years and decided that we were going to give the land a break and start focusing on that area down there where the Hugelkultur bed is. Let that recuperate a little bit and start cleaning that up and get some trees and stuff in there, build some Hugelkultur beds. Big, huge process. Regardless, anyway, we didn't do pigs last year because of that, and this year, well, we missed our pigs, so we're gonna get some pigs back here. And one of the things I really like about pigs is that they're willing to work hard for food. I mean, they helped us clear all of this field out. All of that was woods at one point, and the pigs did most of that work. So this year, one of my plans for the pigs is to put them to work down in another location, right over here. There's the field and Hugelkultur mound. And then down over here, we're gonna put the pigs in here this year and clean all of this out. That's gonna be quite the transformation. It's gonna go from all scrub brushy like that to something completely different by the end of the year. And I'll keep you guys posted on that as well. So anyway, quick update on the homestead. Not really much of a video, but I wanted to show you guys what's going on and give you a little idea of some videos that are coming down the pipe in the future. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys later.